What you're trying to do in training is you're trying to get people to think. You're trying to get people to think on their own. And that is the most beautiful thing that you want as a leader is you want all your people thinking. And you want them to be able to think with a completely open mind, a mind that's been completely freed from constraints. And the way that you do that, one of the ways that you do that, one of the methodologies you can use to do that is everybody's got their box, right, that they're stuck in. So you formulate a problem that the only way that they're going to solve the problem is to get outside of that box. And one of the best ones is you put somebody in a situation where you put parameters on them. And you say, hey, no matter what, you're not allowed to go across this line. And then you put them in a situation where they have to cross that line. And the only way they're going to win is to cross that line. And then they come back and they say, well, you didn't tell me not to cross that line. You know what? I didn't tell you to get all your guys killed. Or I didn't tell you to not make that investment even in this critical situation. Or I didn't tell you not to do that if we had an ecological disaster that was going on, right? So you need to train people to use common sense. That's what you want to train them to do. And it's very hard. You'd be surprised at how constrained people's brains get. Mine, yours, everybody, we get stuck. And so it's great to do drilling and training where you are actually opening up the mind and freeing the mind from any kind of constraint, where you can see things from varied perspectives that are different from your own, and you can see outlets and solutions that you would never have seen if you trapped yourself inside your box. And those are the kind of training scenarios that are outstanding. And those are the kind of training scenarios that make people better leaders and better decision makers. Because the key thing that they learn how to do is they learn how to detach even at that moment. We talk about it all the time. But if you can't detach from that situation and you can't detach far enough away from the picture to see that the only way you're going to solve this problem is by going across that line that you were told not to go across, if you can't make that detachment, you're never going to cross that line. You're never going to open your mind. You're never going to see that solution. And that is a horrible trap to be stuck in.